Hello! Hi! Hello and welcome to our Instagram Live. Hi! So, today on this little short live, I'm not going to stay on too terribly long, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about some of the new touch tank animals that we've got and sort of do a quick close-up on each one and just sort of all the new, let you in on all the new creatures that you're going to meet next time you come to the facility. So we're going to focus on just 2 or 3 here because I do have a limited time, but let me jump right in. I'm really excited about this first one. Let me see if it will let me swap this around. Yes, it will. Look at these guys. So you'll notice in what used to be just a sea star tank or starfish tank, we have these little beautiful pink balls of joy. Do you guys know what they are? I bet some of you do. It is sea urchins. That's right. Now these guys are related to starfish. Some sea urchins are venomous. So should I touch them? Uh-oh. What's gonna... Of course, it's just fine. They're in our touch tank. So, of course, it's not gonna harm you to touch them. These urchins are called rose urchins. And I'm gonna pick one up here. They're also sometimes called decorator urchins because look at them. They decorate themselves just like a little Christmas tree. Look how much this one has going on. How gorgeous is that? They pull seashells onto their heads. Sometimes I joke that it's like a hat. But it's not indeed a hat. They do that to help them camouflage. They'll pull shells onto themselves. Sometimes they'll get enough shells pulled onto them that you can't even hardly see the urchin anymore. Okay, a couple cool things about urchins before we move on. If you look at all these pokes on him, and I'm going to do a really, really close-in look. All of those different pokes, and you can see them moving. They're not pokes at all. Those are his feet. Those are tube feet. And they use those to stick the shells on their head, sure, but they also use them to move around. Think about how a starfish moves around with hundreds of tube feet right underneath them. Well, these urchins move the same way, but their tube feet cover their entire body. They also have a nice hard exoskeleton that you can kind of see underneath the tube feet. And again, that's protection from predators. Now, hold on a minute. He's actually using his tube feet to hold on to me. If I turn over right now, he's going to stick. Some of the shells fell off, but look at, he's on my hand. I'm not holding him. That's all tube feet. I'm going to let him go about his business. And let's see if we can look at one more right underneath. I'm going to get this nice big pink one right here. Look how pretty she is. Oh, and she's got a big shell stuck to her. I'm going to turn her over here. And she's got that shell in her mouth. Look at that. Okay, never mind. Let me grab a different one because she's going to be hard to see. Let's get this little guy. Hey, buddy. Do you want to be famous on our little live? Okay, let's look at this. Look underneath. Now, this is the bottom side, if you're just joining us, the bottom side of a sea urchin. And that little white spot in the middle of all of his tube feet, and he's going to open it up here, it looks like, is his mouth. They use their teeth, and they have teeth. He has 5 little teeth in there. I'm trying to go in as close as I can. I apologize if that's messing up the quality of the video. He has 5 little teeth, and he uses those to scrape things like algae, and look at all those feet moving around. What fascinating, just beautiful creatures. I mean, bright pink. You just can't beat that. And we're looking at a close-in of his mouth. I'm going to let him go about his business now. And of course, we still have sea stars and hermit crabs in this section too. I want to show you guys 2 more friends really fast. Let's zip over here and look under some rocks. Oh, do you see somebody down there? That is a spiny lobster. There he is. Now the glare is kind of making it hard to see this one. I have 2 more that I think are in better positions. Here's my little guy. Oh, look at that cutie. Okay, let's go under the water. There we go. There's a view right there. Now that's a spiny lobster. They're found throughout the Caribbean. You might notice that he looks a little different from other types of lobster that you might have seen. Usually lobster have big old pinchers. There's a horseshoe crab I think about to, oh, and a fish. You can only get that kind of cuteness live, right? That was a filefish and a horseshoe crab that just moved through. We are in traffic here at the touch tank, by the way. So that adorable, there you go. Do you see him? He's right, I'm going to use my hand. I'm going to try to hold the camera still. There's another horseshoe crab going to walk by, just to let you know. He's right here. You see that? He just tucked down in. I might try to see if he'll... No, he's going to be scared. I was seeing if he'd grab my finger because I was touching some bait earlier. I thought I might smell like food, but he is not fooled. And we're looking, if you're just joining us, at a little spiny lobster. He's all the way under that rock. Let's see. Oh, here's a good view of one. Look at that. Now, these guys are new to the touch tank. This one is out and about. Look at all those legs. These guys are not true lobster, like I said before. They are found throughout the Caribbean, and they're often, if you're someone who enjoys to eat lobster for dinner, they're often eaten like true lobster are, but they're not. This is how you'll see them in the wild, too. They're going to keep most of their vulnerable body up underneath a rock or something hard. And then they stick out these long, let me see if I can show you, these long antennae. Yeah, hello, sir. They stick those out. They also have, they have all kinds of things around them that help them detect predators, that help them find food. They're really interesting creatures and smarter than previously known about. There are some studies coming out now that say these guys are more conscious than we were previously aware of, which I think anyone who works with animals probably already knew that, but hey, we're glad to have that understanding be more widely spread. Okay, let's take a peek here. I'm gonna turn this back around. Wasn't that cool? Just a couple of the new creatures. We're adding new stuff all the time, not just to the touch tank, but those are the ones I wanted to zoom in and focus on today. Just to wrap things up, we have to see one of the terrapins, right? We can't do a touch tank thing and not see a face. This cute. Oh my gosh, isn't he cute? So this is Henry. He's a Diamondback Terrapin. He's also in our touch tanks. He was a pet that was donated. These guys are native to Florida. Their species is actually endangered. I'm gonna put him down because he didn't seem all that thrilled about me holding him. There you go, Henry. Back to your business. He actually has a lady friend in the tank named Sophia that he wants to go hang out with. Anyhow, those little turtles are in trouble in the wild, so I'd love being able to teach people about them on here, but also, teach about them in person. Let people touch them and see how darling they are. So those are the Diamondback Terrapins. Let's get one more look at them. I'm going to turn the camera around one more time. There he is. So again, that's Henry, who we just met. Look at the spots on his shell. Isn't he stunning? And then that's Sophia right there. And again, those are the Diamondback Terrapins. So we saw two new friends in our touch tank, the sea urchins and the spiny lobster, and then some old classics, Henry and Sophia, the Diamondback Terrapins. And that is basically going to wrap things up for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining us live. Stay tuned in. We'll do more lives like this. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And learn an animal fact today. Have some fun. Bye.